Hi, this is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about black men in marriage. This is a topic that I'm going to keep targeting because I see this as a huge problem and I want to get to the bottom of it. Okay, and I'm not going to stop till I get to the bottom of it because the fact that a lot of black men don't want to be married, this is hurting black children, and this is hurting black women, and I think it's hurting some black men too. Okay, because it is directly attacking the black family structure. Okay, what is a community built of? It's built of families. What do families consist of? Parents and children. Okay, and every child. And the reason why I really want to target it on this, as a woman, of course, I know that most women want to be married. I'm not going to say all, but a lot of them do want to be married, want a loving relationship with a guy and all that. But at the same time, it's not even about that. When you become older, you look past your own emotions and your own, physical and romantic needs, and you look at, okay, the children that are coming up behind you. You want the best for your child. And so you want that child, every black child, listen to me clearly, deserves a mom and dad in the household. Or if it's the same sex, basically every child deserves two parents, and preferably those parents can give off masculine and feminine energy so they can be exposed to both. Okay, and that's just how I look at it. Every child deserves that. To be exposed to masculine feminine energy. And I want to say real quickly, if it's two women that are the parents, some women embody masculine energy, so it don't have to be exactly a man and a woman. I just want to say that. Or if it's two men, some men embody feminine energy, so the kid will still get exposed to that. But I just want to focus right now on heterosexual relationships and just the fact that that child needs a mother and a father in a fucking household. Okay, masculine feminine energy. Okay, and that is being taken from young black kids because a lot of black men do not want to be married. Okay, but they still want to make babies. That's my problem. I feel like with black men, if you don't want to make, if you don't want to be married anymore, because they're saying, the statistics are saying that 63 to 67% of them aren't married. That's over half. But yet it's still little black babies being born. How the baby? But you don't want a wife though. But you want to keep procreate. That's bullshit. And you're procreating and making kids that you're not even going to be around to raise, and not even a household with them, not trying to build a family. You basically just having kids so they can just go to orphanage. That's what the fuck you doing. So I want to get to the core now. I'm gonna tell you the real reason, or the main reason why. It's two of them. The two main reasons why black men don't want to get married. They can say all this feminism and black women are feminists, which that's a lie. I just did a video about that. That's not true. And black women, this and that. Yes, black women do have a lot of problems. I'm going to address black women next video. But right now this is about black men and marriage. So the two main reasons why black men don't want to be married. All this other shit about they money ain't right and all that, which they money probably ain't right. But that's still not the reason. The two main reasons is, drum roll, you ready? The first reason is they did not see, they was not raised, and they did not see a loving marriage in their household. So they did not see a mom and dad in the household a loving mother and father who doted on each other, had a healthy, not a dysfunctional, but a healthy relationship. They did not see marriage firsthand, so they don't even know how to be a husband. They don't even know, how to be how to be in a long-term relationship. They don't even know how, they wouldn't even know how to behave in something like that. They're not used to seeing married couples in the household. They did not have that example. Either they had a single parent who possibly was the mother, or the father could have been in and out, or if he was there, he was dysfunctional, or the mother was dysfunctional, or they both was dysfunctional. Black men are not, just like black women, but black men and black women are not used to seeing functional, loving, married relationships, and they weren't brought up in one. They did not see their parents in a loving marriage, okay, or in a marriage period, or their parents were not married. They don't have that example of a loving, caring marriage, so they don't know their role. They don't even know how to behave, so therefore it's not important to them. So black men, by them not having an example of marriage, they don't have a blueprint, and they don't give a fuck about it. They don't value it. They don't think it's important. The second reason, drum roll, is that being a whore, not being monogamous, fucking different women, being a scumbag is promoted to black men via other black men. So older black men and black men peers tell them to be a playboy. They encourage them to be a playboy because men, believe it or not, listen to other men. Men don't listen to women, ladies. They don't give a fuck about what we have to say. We're nothing but, eye candy and something to fuck. They don't really value our opinion. So men listen to other men. Men value another man's opinion more than anything else. They can deny it. They value another man's opinion above damn near God. Okay, because men have this pack type mentality, this teamwork, that's why they like to get in gangs. Some of them, like, they like to feel like they belong and they respect each other. Okay, so not all of them, but some of them. So some of them respect each other, but men value another man's opinion over a woman's opinion. So when black men grow up, they have older black men, pointing out women, saying, look at that slut, and, they're telling these black men to sleep with as many women as they get their dick in. They're taught to be a whore. They're taught to not be monogamous. They're not taught marriage. They're not shamed into not getting married. Like other races of men, they have people in their family, men, who say, when you're going to get married, it's about time for you to get married, settle down, get a wife and have kids, be a family man. Black men don't have that. They might have their mother saying it now and then, but see, it doesn't. What black women have to understand is that a woman telling a man to do something, he doesn't care. Men don't feel like a woman has the authority, or men feel like they're better than women. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They don't feel like, they could feel that we're smart, but at the same time, they're going to value a man's opinion for the most part over ours. I mean, generally speaking, unless you're his woman. But, a mother can't tell her son, go out and get married, have kids, because it's coming from a woman. He will have to hear that from his father, his uncles, his grandfather, and especially other men, his peers. Men have to being in that environment of marriage, and they have to be encouraged to get married, and damn, and be shamed and feel shame to not do. They have to be shamed into it, because with that high sex drive that they have, and with society giving them passes on, being sex addicts and fucking everybody, they got to be kind of led down that marriage path a little bit, They got to be led a little bit more than a woman. A woman don't have to be led too much. She kind of naturally goes that route. A man, I think it is in his nature to be married and to want a wife and kids. But at the same time, if he's taught the opposite growing up, he's going to go towards the opposite. He's just going to follow his dick. If it's not pounded into his brain through visual, meaning seeing his mom and dad in a loving relationship in his household, a healthy relationship, if it's not pounded that way through visual, or if it's not told to him by his elder peers, especially older men, telling him you need to get married, settle down with one woman, don't be chasing all these women. If it's not done like that early on, especially, he's going to just follow his dick, and his dick gonna dictate what he does, and he's just gonna be fucking everybody, having kids with different women. So those are the two main reasons. Black men saying they don't want to get married because black women got weave and they're fat and all that, when they can find a woman who don't have those things. I'm not fat and I don't have weave, but I exist and I'm a black woman. I know other black women who are not quote unquote fat with weave, but they don't want to talk about those black women. Black men just don't want to be married, and I just told you the reasons why. So when they try to put the excuse on black women, I take offense to that, because just as, like, this is how it is. What black men do is they to justify them not want to be married, they don't tell you the real reasons why. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because it makes them look bad and their family look bad. They don't want to admit that, my father walked out on me. He wasn't shit. He left my mom to raise me by myself. So I didn't see an example of a real man, of a man who stays around, sticks with his family, and provide and protect. And my mom, she did the best she could. And then he's not gonna say also the black men out there I grew up around weren't shit, and they were scumbags, and they told me to sleep with as many women as possible, to destroy the black family, to knock up as many women as I can, to jump from woman to woman. They did not teach me that marriage was important. They told me not to get married. They won't tell you that. They don't want to tell you that, because it's placing about 80% of the so-called blame on men. And this is some type of gender war where everybody want to make it seem like their gender is innocent. The men and the women are to blame for our fucked up society in the black community. I don't want to hear nothing otherwise. Men need to hold men accountable. Women need to hold women accountable. It's nothing wrong with us talking about the opposite gender, but we still need to address our own gender. And I'm going to be addressing black women in this channel, but so many black men are talking shit about black women. I can't even, sometimes I don't even want to say nothing about black women, because we're already being beat down. So I might as well just keep talking about black men, because no one says anything. People say shit about black men, but black women still really love black men. So they just want black men to marry them, treat them right, and be faithful, and be a good dad, and that's really what they want. But they not getting it. So they'll say certain things about black men, but black women still prefer black men. So that's why you don't see as many videos of them bashing black men. But black men, they have some type of hatred for black women that I don't understand, because black women are only a small part of the reason why you don't want to get married. You need to tell the real reason. The real reason is that you came out of a dysfunctional household where you did not see a mother and a father in love with each other in a healthy marriage. You did not see an example of marriage, black man. You wouldn't know how to be a father if somebody taught you. You wouldn't know, because that's not your foundation. You don't know how to be a father or a husband. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Black men did not see marriage, so they don't know what it means to be a husband or how to be a husband, and frankly maybe not how to be a father either, because they didn't have a father in their life. So they're just going based upon how they were wanted to have been treated as a child. So in that scenario is one woman, and in the other scenario, that's the blame, the mom, and then the dad. Okay, and the next scenario, the second part, is that his peers, his elders, his mentors, everybody, his dad, uncles, everybody taught him to be a whore, told him to chase different women, encouraged him to fuck different women, encouraged him to knock up different women, encouraged him to cheat. I've known several men who were encouraged to cheat by their own fucking brothers. And the dude was married, and his brother, I'm gonna give you an example. One of my friends, he's married, and a lady wanted to have sex with him, and his brother told him, if you do not go over there and fuck her, I will. So you better go on over there and take it. You see what I'm saying? Mind you, his brother stays with his mom and is down in their 40s and a drug addict. I'm not gonna listen to somebody who ain't got their shit together. You're not gonna give me. He wanted to cheat on his wife anyway, so that came easy for him. But I'm just saying, black men are not gonna tell the truth that other men are telling them to act like this towards women. Other men who are damaged themselves and who did not see a loving, healthy marriage, who did not grow up in a two-parent household with loving parents, because both parents could have been there, but they could have been dysfunctional. I'm talking about functional, healthy parents in a marriage, not shacking up, not boyfriend and girlfriend, in a fucking marriage. Black men was not raised under that circumstance. A lot of them. Some of them was, and they still come out bad. But I'm talking about a lot of them, especially now, are not being raised in that. So they already don't have that foundation. They don't know what a husband is or a wife is. Then they go out. Then they friends tell them to fuck her. Then older men are telling them to fuck her. Fuck this person. Look at her booty. Don't settle down with one woman. Be a playboy. Fuck different women. Why you want to be married? Marriage has no purpose. So that's the real reason. And so in that scenario, it's only one woman that helps to, to give him this negative viewpoint on marriage. That would be his mom, because she did not give him, she's part of the example he needed to see what a marriage was about. And she was not, she was part of it, and she might have been dysfunctional, or she could have been a single mom, so therefore she didn't have a man there with her in a marriage to show him how a wife is supposed to behave and how a husband is supposed to behave. So she's part to blame. The father, of course, he's part to blame. He wasn't there, or he wasn't shit, or he left, or if he was there, he was dysfunctional. Okay, he's to blame. He's part to blame. Okay, and all the men the elder men and his peers and all them that's telling him to be a playboy, they're part to blame too. Those are the two reasons he didn't see it growing up in his household, a loving, healthy marriage, and people and other men telling him to be a whore and not to be monogamous and not to be a family man. Those are the two main reasons why black men do not want to get married. It has nothing to do with because black women wear weave, and ain't got nothing to do because black women got multiple kids, because all that shit they can change. As far as the black women that have multiple kids, okay, tell your other fellow black men to stop knocking these women up. You're telling them not to get other black. Do y'all not understand? Black men tell other black men not to be married. They do. They tell other black men, you shouldn't be married. What you want to get married for? I had a black man tell me, he asked me, why did I want to be married? It was absurd. But yet this same black man told me that he wanted kids. But yet he asked me, why did I want to be married? Are you fucking dumb? Most black men want to have kids, but they do not want to be married. And I'm telling you the two reasons why. These are the two main reasons. These are number one and number two. And then the other reasons, come after that. It might be 10 reasons why the average black man does not want to be married. But I'm telling you the top two fucking reasons is they did not see a good example of marriage in their household from their parents. And every other black man they have ran into since birth to now has told them to be a hoe and to not be a family man. That's the real reason. So ladies, don't let them brainwash you and say that you're not good enough for marriage and you ain't shit, as if every other race of woman is so great. Yes, we have just as there's, okay, so the number of fucked up black women equal the number of fucked up black men. So when black men talk about black women, okay, for every fucked up black woman, there's an equivalent black dude. So both is, what we do is let all the fucked up people be together, and then the people, blacks that's about something, let us be together. They just want to hone in on fucked up black women, but they don't know, they don't say shit about the fucked up black dudes. So no, this is imbalanced. So I'm saying, ladies, that they have been lying. They talking about feminists is the reason why, they money ain't the reason why, and that's bullshit. They don't want to be married for the two reasons that I named.